Welcome, Faraz. This is the Misfits of Scale series, where we're having conversations with disruptive leaders who are changing business and society. Our guest today, Faraz Khalid, is the CEO of Noon, a fast-growing e-commerce platform serving Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Egypt.
Thank you, Manny. Thanks for having us. It's great to finally sort of connect. Noon went live on the 12th of December in 2017, and we've been on a rocket ship ever since.
For us here at Bain, we talk about the concept of insurgent leadership, and I'm curious, could you think back to the original spark? What triggered this, especially when you accepted this CEO role back in 2017?
It's sort of this desire to build something that outlasts you. And I think at some point we recognized the fact that there was a revolution on in the world, and we could potentially build something that had a role to play, and that we could devote our lives for the next 5-10 years building something that has a mark on the world and sort of changes the way people shop or live.
You've scaled up amazingly fast, the fastest growing e-commerce company of all time, and that says a lot. There's a lot of benchmarks out there. How have you kept scaling successfully and working through all of the challenges?
I'm blessed with a team that sort of really believes that we have a role to play in the future. We are an insurgent in the retail space, but we're being disrupted even as we speak. So even at Noon, we really believe that we can't rest, and if we are to achieve our long-term objective, we must be the most agile, fastest-moving organization that we know.
Well, I'll speak as a company ourselves that's been on a growth mission and success for 30 years. You can run this for a long, long time. And so I'll maybe ask you to give advice to other misfit leaders out there.
I really don't think we're in a place to give advice to anyone. Frankly, we seek much of it ourselves. But the central mental model that we use is the map is not the territory. Plans are not sort of permanent. When you're on a hyper-growth journey like ours, where the market is disrupting, internally, externally, factors are changing your plans every day, you don't need a map, you need a compass. And you need to sort of really gear your organization to be agile enough to react to sort of those micro changes in inputs.
Maybe just to wrap up, something a little bit of fun. Music is something that's very close to my heart. It helps me in good times and in bad times. I just spent a bunch of hours watching the Beatles documentaries. Help me capture the mood of Noon at this period of time with a song that would be on your playlist.
I'm told you're really into karaoke. So
I'm from the Philippines. What are you going to do for us?
No, my playlist is sort of like a back catalog of Backstreet Boys songs, so I don't think we can. But I think there's a request if someone could compose a song around this. There's a speech, Roosevelt's "Man in the Arena." I think that would be the pros, and someone needs to compose a song around it, because that speaks to the zeitgeist of this place. Like that really speaks to all of us. We believe that we live in the age of the insurgent, the fearless sort of champion who's going to go in there, battle, and sort of persevere, be relentlessly resourceful, not get bogged down. I think that's the kind of company that wins these sort of generational battles, and I think that's what we want to do. We may or may not win, but we're for sure going for it.
Thank you for spending the time with us today, and look forward to see you in person hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. Thank you so much, Manny.